Well, hey there, good day, and we are here today with a little tutorial how to make all of your VST3s and Wave plugins work with OBS without a doubt. It'll work without any glitches, any issues, they will work fine. Will you get some delay? That depends on what kind of plugin you're using, but that's not what we're here for. We are here to make your VST3 and Wave plugins work. So the first thing what you must do, obviously you need to get OBS. That's one thing. And all of your plugins installed on your system. So if you don't already have your plugins installed, install them. Get your Wave Central opened. Install all the licensed products that you have on your system, and then you follow along again. You can pause. This is like a Twitch live stream, so it'll be on VOD for a while, I think 2 weeks. But I'm gonna download the video and put it in YouTube so the YouTube can also follow whatever we post. Okay, the first things first, once you get your OBS set up, as you can see, I've got a few filters for now. Noise suppression, there is a lot of noise here, so I'm using this, but I'm gonna replace it with a Wave plugin which is called Clarity VX, which takes out all the noise. Compressor, well, I'm using the one that comes with OBS for now. Equalizer, the same, except for this one, the Element plugin, which we are here for today. Now, how you get this one? I'm gonna show you. You just go to cashview.net and then you download Element. They are busy shutting down, so I don't know if this software will still be available, but I'm gonna make a copy of it and put it on a Google Drive somewhere for you guys so you can use it. And you download it for your operating system. Don't try the bleeding edge, it doesn't work anymore. So, sorry for the coughing. But as you can see, it works on all major operating systems. As soon as you've downloaded it, and then you will get like an icon or in your start menu, Element. Just start it up. It's gonna ask you, I'm not gonna go into details about this. Why? Because there's so many videos out there already how to install your Azure drivers and everything. So the thing is, you need Azure for this to work. There is Azure for all. It works for, well, for all. And then there is a voice meter, which, well, most of us are common to use. So once you got that set up and running, and I'm not gonna make a tutorial about that because there is so many, it's gonna be a waste of your time. So once you got Element up and running and you designate it to your Azure device, you just close Element. Don't reopen it, just leave it done, because it's gonna install a VST2 plugin for you, which you can use in OBS. Now I will show you how this works. So as soon as you go into your filters, you will see in Element, so this is like a VST2 plugin, you just say plus VST2 plugin, I guess everybody knows this. Then you choose KV Element FX. Don't choose the Element one because that is going to load the whole system and will give you a whole delay, lagging and so forth. What you need is KV Element FX because it will only load the plugins, not the whole background engine, saving your resources. So I'm going to open the plugin now, and if you have voice meter, this is what you will see. Now those two will not be connected. So what you need to do is you need to draw a line in stereo, or if you're in mono, you just draw one line, it'll be enough. Now you will see the first time that you open Element, it'll scan for your plugins or ask you where are your plugins situated, and you just let them scan. Once that is done, you may close it and never open it again unless you really need it for some other reasons, but for OBS you don't need to open it again. You just load this DLL VST2 plugin. In my case, I need a lot of noise reduction, so I have a license for Clarity from Wave, So I'm gonna let me just see if I can. Oh, I'm typing it all wrong here. Clarity, and there you will see you've got your plugin. I've got the cheaper version and the pro version because I think the pro version was better for me, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just gonna take the simple one, and that's it. Now, don't just drag it in there. Sorry about the pop-up here. But what you do is you click it. Before you click it, you press Control Shift, click it, and drag it in. You will see it load, and there you go. It's already connected to your output. Now, what you must do is disconnect. You will hear silence right now. And reconnect. So that basically your because as soon as you disconnect these two wires, obviously your sound from incoming to outcoming is broken. And whatever plugin you push in below is gonna be like in, well, active. As you can see here, the plugin is active. Now, what I like to do, I just always crank it up to the max. Boom. That way you're sure that there's no noise coming through. No matter what, only your voice will come through. They can sing in the hallway, they can do whatever. And I like to choose the eco version. Why? Because very lightweight on your CPU and you will hear no background noise. If your CPU is a bit stronger, well, you can go back to broad one. I would suggest to pressure this down into mono, but there's enough plugins who, because the thing is, if you keep it like so, that means that you're actually broadcasting in mono. So that is what this plugin will do in the stereo version one. So you can force it to become mono. This you don't need to change because it will just put heavy weight on your CPU. Now I'm gonna disable, I'm just gonna shut this down. I'm gonna go here, close the plugin interface, and I'm gonna disable noise suppression. And as you can hear, this thing is doing a marvel of a job taking away all your background noise. In a split of a second, it doesn't use a lot of CPU depending if you use Broad 1, Broad 2 or Eco. The Eco one is better. Now, the thing is, you can add as many plugins as you want as long as you connect the nodes correctly. So that is why I always advise people, Waves has got a free plugin called Studio Rack, in which you can load your plugins, about 8 of them. So you can load your compression, you can load your EQ, you do your de-essing and everything in it, and it'll go straight into OBS, and this is the result you get. And I think you can hear the difference from the beginning to the end. So this was a very short tutorial. I'm not really gonna go much deeper into it because the thing is there is not really much more to say. You just plug in your whatever VST3 you've got in there and you keep it basically as your only plugin. So I'm gonna close this one down. I'm gonna do this because you must these days close it there, and then I can basically disable all plugins, which is gonna save you resources and so forth and so forth. But yeah, it basically comes down to that. You can even put your limiters into Element, and you can put your anything basically you want in there. All your VST3 and Waves plugins, and all for free because Element comes, as you can see, downloadable for free. There is no price to pay. You just download it, install it, go through the setup process, configure your audio, and then you're good to go. So I hope that was helpful for you. This is what I'm doing with my stuff. Okay, this may not sound as good as it's supposed to because this is just a tutorial. Normally I don't use the compressor anymore. I don't use the 3-band anymore. I just use Element and everything goes in there. And then you've got a maximum of maybe 20 milliseconds, which is a little bit of echoing in your ear, but not for the listener. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and well, give a comment down below if you feel like it. Give a thumbs up, a like. You know the story. But this is what I was asked to do. This was a live stream. I'll put it on YouTube just for you guys to follow and to use it eventually if you want to. So, but that is what I do. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.